Hello. This is Living Room Requests.
Living Room Requests.
Where the variety never stops.
That's a good tagline. That's Patricia Hammond.
You. This is Matt Redman.
Well, thank you very much. And you're going to let this video play because today's an interesting one. I'm going to do all the songs on one particular instrument. Not one particular instrument, but one variety of instruments. Stay tuned to find out why.
So sometimes people ask me, why don't you just do one style, or why don't you stick to one style? And there's a very simple answer for that, because this is a request program.
That's true.
And we do not have any say over what songs get done, because it's whoever pays £33, names any song, and we will do that song. So in this one...
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. But it's great because I'm learning all sorts of things I'd never learned before. We're over 160. Well, I think we're at 160 songs now. No, 360 songs. 360 songs. Anyway, this is a folk song from up north called Sally Wheatley, and this is a request from
That'll be up the
Miles.
north of England near the Scottish border. This is called a double bass, by the way. It's not a cello.
Very folk-like, this.
Thank you, Miles.
Thank you. Now I'm most depressed and sad, when I once was blithe and glad. I could trip around the town both trim and neatly. I was happy night and morn, but of all such joys I'm shorn, since I fell so deep in love with Sally Wheatley. And oh dear me, what am I gonna do? Sally's taken me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, for she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's going to marry Sally Wheatley. Well, I've ne'er seen such a lass, and I know she liked a glass. She could toss a pot of whiskey over sweetly. Well, it's right to take a drop if you know just when to stop. That was just the very way of Sally Wheatley. How I felt I didn't know the first time I Sally saw. In a threesome reel she hopped about lately, and I might have had a chance if I'd asked her up to dance, but I was o'er shy to speak to Sally Wheatley. And oh dear me, what am I gonna do? Sally's ta'en me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. So as often is the case, you'll find others in your place, if you didn't shove ahead and fettle reetly, for it scarcely turned me back. And there was Mr. Black, he was jigging round the room with Sally Wheatley. Well, he must have made it right when he set her home that night. After work, dressed up, he goes to see her neatly. Oh, there's danger in delay, or I wouldn't be sad today. If I had a heart, I'd break it for Sally Wheatley. And oh dear me, what am I gonna do? Sally's turned me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. Oh, he went into dancing when it went to the dance stanza. Something it was amazing to see that.
Folk music, that's what they do.
Improvisation.
Dancing, don't they? They do dancing.
He said, mark it on your score where you're going to do that. And I didn't. He said I'd remember it, but I didn't remember it.
So that
It's very organic.
was...
Thank you, Miles. What a variety. I mean, between you and Liz, the incredible variety that's being asked of different genres, because it was kind of punk last week, and then it was, actually this week I think it was, Germ-Free Adolescent, and yeah, There's variety coming. Now, he's just turned on a gizmo.
I just turned on my chair.
And what's this instrument
This
you've got
one
here?
is now called a 6-string fretless electric bass guitar. And we went... Sorry, there's going to be a pop here, so just... sorry about that. I'll try and do it really quickly. It's just because I'm sitting on my amplifier, so...
Yep. He sits on his amplifier the whole time.
Because that's my chair, you see.
He thought he'd forgotten his amplifier and he didn't realise he had one.
Anyway, if you enjoy this kind of thing, do check out the other videos. And Patricia's Instagram is below, as well as her Twitter, a shop where you can buy her t-shirts and information about a book. And if that doesn't interest you, you can just press the thumbs up or subscribe to this channel to see all those other 350 plus requests. So now we got a song by George Harrison, as performed by the Beatles. What's it called and who requested it?
Here Comes a Sun, Here Comes a Sun, Here Comes the Sun. And it's requested by Suzanne. It's funny, yeah. We've had 3 Beatles requests and one of them...
we did on this. So I've been thinking, I'm going to do it again. So not again, but I'm going to do this instrument again because it went quite well. So good luck and I'll see you at the end.
Different amplifier, yeah. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, it's all right. It's all right. That looked hard. That looked hard.
Hopefully it didn't sound hard. It hopefully sounded sort of slightly... slightly sunshiny.
Sunshiny, optimistic. I think that's why Suzanne asked for it, because of the time of year. We're
gonna say for all those Australians who are leaving their season into the less sunny. Well, it's never not sunny in Australia.
It's funny what you say about I hope it didn't sound hard or look hard, because yeah, like whenever anybody says, after I've done something like a performance, one of those things that I haven't had for a year, then people say, oh, that looked really hard. I think, oh, damn, that means it's terrible. Like, that means I've failed. That's a tricky little piece, actually. It sounds so simple, but getting it, whoops.
Sorry about that, folks.
This is a song, very poignant. This is for John. Very poignant song called So Little Time, So Much to Do. And here we have Al Bowley, who broadcast it. And, I mean, it talks about there being little time. And, of course, Al Bowley died very tragically. He stayed in London to entertain people and make them happy during the war. And he died by a bomb. And, in fact, he's in a sort of blitz grave really near here in Hanwell. Really near. And every once in a while I'll go to that grave and there'll be a single red carnation in front of his name, which is quite...
That's nice that people actually care. And I doubt people care, but this is now in a 4-string acoustic bass guitar.
It's all basses! He's done...
You've worked it out.
All the
well
basses. Done. Not all the basses, but
well
3
done.
basses.
3 of the
Third bass.
Third bass of the variations of bass instrument of the...
I just made that joke up just on the spot. Like you do.
So little
what's
time.
This then?
I just said 4-string acoustic bass guitar. So
You've made it hard to play because he's just taken it to a luthier and asked them to really raise those strings
raise
up.
the action so it doesn't buzz. It was buzzing
He
a lot.
hates buzzes. And now he's made it so that it's very hard to play because that's how he likes it. Anyway, this is very poignant, I think. So little time, so much to do. It's such a beautiful song.
Billy Hill.
1938. Let the fire burn a little longer tonight, just another hour or so. Hold me in your arms a little stronger tonight, before you let me go. There's so little time and so much to do. There's so little time for dreams to come true. Many ships to sail, many a magic land, many a moonlit trail, many a road to walk hand in hand. There are songs of love we never have sung. Let's not waste an hour, the night is still young. One lifetime's not enough for the love I have for you. There's so little time and so much to do. Life is like the rustle of a tree in the spring, shadows on a rippling stream. Life is like a song that only once we can sing. The ashes of a dream. There's so little time and so much to do. There's so little time for dreams to come true. Many ships to sail, many a magic land, many a moonlit trail. songs of love we never have sung. Let's not waste 1 hour, the night is all young. And lifetime's not enough for the love I have for you. There's so little time and so much to do. Oh, that's a beautiful song. Definitely want to do that one again. Did you believe it? I've not heard Al Bully sing it. I'm going to definitely look it up now, but I didn't
It
want.
won't sound like that arrangement.
I don't want to just sound like. I mean, nobody can sound like Al Bully, so I don't want to try. But the song itself just takes you there. Now, Matt was not playing that as it was written. He was transposing it down by what? A third, fourth?
It's
Something like
usually like a lot of the men's songs from the 20s and 30s. We usually go about
And the
a
Beatles.
third or a fourth, and the Beatles, yeah.
You were transposing that down.
That one was
at sight.
That one was down a major third, and the Beatles.
Think how horrible that would have been.
The
if I'd sung it.
Beatles we played down a perfect fourth.
Wow, that's extreme.
Then the Sally Wheatley, well, that was just a folk song. We just chose a good key.
I just memorized the tune of Sally Wheatley because I couldn't find the music.
There we are. So that was a bit of variation for you in living room requests with the common theme of people clicked the link below and went to patriciahammond.com/requests and made one by paying on PayPal so easily, and then I played them on bass instruments. There are many more forms of bass, guitar and associated plucked fretted basses. I'm very aware of that, but I don't actually have a lot of them. So that's the ones that you got today.
If you had me play 'em.
That's very true. Who knows what requests are coming next time? The people who request know, but you all don't.
No.
So you'll just have to subscribe and come back soon.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
As we continue our British lockdown. Bye-bye.
Bye.